Here are a couple new MP9s. These are a little different, guys. I know I've shown you a lot of MP9s. These are getting really popular too. Seems like these and the Uzi or Mac 10 style gel blaster have taken over Amazon. Lots of different sellers. Um, in most cases, they've been very similar, but there's a couple unique things to this one. In all likelihood, it has the same gearbox, and we'll see the same performance when we do the demo in FPS. But who knows? That could be different too, since there's these other different changes. So let's check it out. So these are from the brand HIKEWINTOY, right? So that is the brand name there, HIKEWINTOY, and these are their MP9. So these are the couple of color variations. Really, you've just got a pink version and a blue version. The graphics are the same. Over here is what is included inside the box. This one's obviously put together and ready to go. So we'll talk about everything that's included, and I'll certainly highlight those differences as we go through. Of course, there are some safety glasses, right? Make sure you guys are wearing eye protection. That's always important. So we'll always talk about that. And then I like to get the gel beads out of the way too. So 31,000 gel beads, three 10,000 packs, plus this couple 500 packs. As you know, if you've watched any of my videos, soaking your gel beads properly is of critical importance if you want your gel blaster to work. Make sure that you're soaking those right. And what that means is soaking them for 4 to 6 hours, making sure you have plenty of room for them to grow, and giving them plenty of water. After 4 to 6 hours, as long as there's water and room left over in your container, drain off the excess water, store them in airtight containers. They'll last for a couple weeks. I have more in-depth videos posted if you need more help than that. You can certainly store them inside these hoppers as long as they have lids and they're airtight, but never store them in the hopper on the blaster. They'll dehydrate, fall into the barrel. They can get stuck on stuff and cause problems. So hopefully you can follow those directions, then your blasters will work. Especially these gravity-fed type blasters, when the balls are soaked properly, these are very reliable, very consistent. Okay, so enough about that. Now, a couple differences here. Obviously, you see the stock is different. We haven't seen this type of stock on any of the MP9 so far. So the stock goes on a little different. There's just a little vertical Picatinny rail, and this is just going to push down, and you're going to lock it in place, okay? So now it's locked in, right? And there's a little arrow on here that pushes down. Probably hard to see on screen, but it's there. And that's just telling you that that's how you adjust it. So to push it down, to flip it to the side, you're going to just push down. And you do need to put a decent amount of force because this is a spring-loaded hinge in here. And it'll flip over and lock in place like that. Again, to repeat, you're just going to push it down, push this piece down here, and flip it over, and it'll lock in place there. Okay, so that's how that works. That's one of the key differences. But one of the others that's a little cooler is your magazine is the battery in this one. So on a lot of these, the magazine was just a clear container to store additional gel balls in. So they instead decided to put the battery in here. And a good thing for that is then you don't have any sort of harnesses or anything, and you're not going to have any problems with those breaking or kids pulling them out. I assume that was what their idea was. So to charge it up, it comes with a charger. It's got this little tiny auxiliary plug in, and then just plug your USB adapter in any AC, or your USB charger into any AC adapter, 1 amp or greater, like you've done with all the others. And that just slides in right here. Here's your magazine release. You just push this forward, and that'll release your magazine. All right, so we can shoot it here. It's in safety. And then it shoots. So that's the only switch on here. So we're in safety or off position, and then on position. Otherwise, your magazine release button. You do get a charging handle here, but it's really just for looks. It doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't actually lock that spring in place to shoot manually. So that's what we got there. When it comes to putting your bracket on for your hopper, they put a nice arrow. It even says push to the end. And all you're going to do is push to the end, line it up, push it in place, and then leave it on. Because guys, if you take this off and on, it's going to get loose. You're going to run around. It's going to move a little bit. It's not going to feed properly. Muzzle or flash hider, if you choose to put this on, it just pushes directly over the orange piece. And of course, We would have our 7 to 8 millimeter gel balls in here that were soaked properly for the right amount of time with the right water and space. And this would just spin on. Just turn the blaster kind of upside down and spin that on. You'll be ready to go shoot. So it'll be interesting to shoot this one. See if we have performance differences. I'm going to guess we don't, but you don't ever know until you do it, right? So again, HIKEWINTOY MP9 gel ball blasters. I'll do another demo with FPS test. I'll make one long video version and then I'll post them separately. So please like, please subscribe, share this channel with your friends, and participate in all the giveaways. We're doing at least 2 per month for the summer of 2022. Just had a huge one at the beginning of July, end of June. So look for those. Appreciate the support and happy to give back to those of you who participate. Thanks and enjoy your summer.